Hello and welcome to NSO at Home Live, a concert series created by the musicians of the National Symphony Orchestra. My name is Marissa Regni. I'm the Principal Second Violin of the National Symphony. I'll be your host tonight and every Sunday night as we bring live music into your homes and hopefully into your hearts. Thank you so much for tuning in every week and for telling your friends and your family and your neighbors about our show. We had a terrific show last week. Thanks so much to Adriana Horn and Sue Heineman, who are our musical guests. And thanks to all of you for tuning in, because last week, I am still flabbergasted by this, we had 137,000 viewers. We are so excited. We are like the little engine that could. So thank you all for making our show happen and for putting it on the map. We so appreciate it. And we have a great show tonight. We have pianist Lisa Emenheiser. And now every week we will be showcasing one of our young students from the National Symphony Orchestra's Youth Fellowship Program. We'll tell you a little bit about that. But horn player Rachel Smith-Cohen will be joining us, and she will be joined by her brother Ethan, who plays the piano. So we're very excited to have them with us a little bit later. But first, we're going to go over to Lisa's house. Lisa has been playing the piano with the National Symphony since 1988. You can hear her on our classical subscription concerts. You can hear her on our pops concerts when we play movies. She does the young people's concerts. She plays chamber music with members of the symphony. She's also a recording artist for Steinway pianos. And she is a very active piano teacher in the area, so she's very busy. And we're really excited to have her here with us tonight. So let's not waste a minute. Let's head over to Lisa's house and hear some great piano playing. good to see you.
Thank you.
Sounded
This is
wonderful.
all very new and very strange, but having a concert live in the house like this.
I know. Well, you sound fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I always love that Debussy. It's such a charming little piece. You sounded fabulous. Part of the reason we started with that Debussy was because this next piece that you're about to play for us actually has a reference to that piece. So people can sort of remember in their ears what you just played, because what they're about to hear is a very different rendition of that piece, to say the least.
Yes.
And I know you have some gigantic music to put up on your piano. So Lisa's going to be playing a piece by George Crumb, and this is a very different approach to playing the piano. So tell everybody a little bit about what he asks you to do in this piece.
Well, I love this work, the Eine, kleine, Mitternachtmusik, and it's actually translates to a little midnight music. It's 9 movements, and I kind of started this project during the COVID-19 shut-in, where a friend of mine said, "Why don't you do some posting on some social media sites?" And I thought about this piece, and I thought, well, a movement a day for 9 days, and so there's 9 movements, and it really kind of kept me focused, and I love the piece. It was written in 2001, and it was part of a project to write a piece about Thelonious Monk's Round Midnight tune, which is a very popular tune from, I think, the 1940s. So he not only incorporates the Debussy in a Gollywog Revisited on one of these movements that you'll hear tonight, but he also brings in this beautiful Round Midnight jazz piece, which I love.
Yeah. Can you play a little bit of the Round Midnight?
Yes.
Thelonious Monk, just a little bit?
Yes.
Lovely. So we'll be listening for that as well. But I know that you're not just going to be playing on the keys of the piano as you traditionally do, but you're going to be doing some other stuff inside the piano. So what exactly is that called, and what are some of the things you're going to be doing? What can we be seeing?
Yes, well, we call it extended piano techniques. So instead of playing on the keyboard, which we know and love, I've also grown to know and love playing on the inside of the piano, where we strike the strings, pluck the strings. You'll see all of this happening. Some harmonics where I place my fingers on a string and then play the note, and it's a different sound. And I also have this crazy tuning wrench that I had to create because I didn't have a yarn mallet. I mean, I don't know. Well, Marissa, do you have a yarn mallet?
Not with me right now. No.
Right. So my husband, I was like, well, what do we do? You know, I was posting this stuff, the one movement per day thing, and I didn't have the yarn mallet. I'm supposed to strike the beams inside the piano with a yarn mallet. It has a beautiful sound, and so my husband Boyd said, well, how about the tuning wrench? So we put to good use my piano tuning wrench by covering it with yarn and
some lovely yarn.
Yes, and rubber bands. So you'll hear this as well.
Awesome.
It's really a beautiful work. I love it.
And I know, so we have a picture of the music, of what the music looks like, which is, wow, okay. So this first picture, we can see there's a big pink dot in the middle of the page. And why is that there?
Well, that corresponds with a pink dot inside the piano telling me to pluck that particular string.
Wow. Okay.
So
and then I know
that's only one dot. There's many, many, many.
There's many dots. A lot of like nail polish inside the piano. Right. And then there's another page I know that we have. Whoa. Okay. That's very intense. I need my Advil already. And I see there like some words. So does this mean you're going to be speaking?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm actually going to be shouting all the way down to whispering down to midnight in Italian.
Fantastico.
Yeah.
Molto bene. I
Yeah.
cannot wait. You got to use your hands. So you'll be a true Italian.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we're really excited to hear this piece. I know you're not doing all of the movements. You're only doing 4 of them. But this is going to be amazing, not only to listen to, but to watch as well. I know you have another camera inside the piano. So we're going to get to see you from all different angles and everything that you're going to be doing. So thank you so much, Lisa. And I cannot wait to hear this Crumb. Take it away.
Enjoy.
9, 10, 11, 12, mezzanotte.
Wow. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Amazing. That was amazing. It was amazing to listen to. It was amazing to watch. There's so much going on. That's a lot of coordination and very powerful piece. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. We're going to go back to Lisa's house in a couple of moments. But first, I want to remind everyone you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you're following us on Facebook, it's NSO Musicians. On YouTube, NSO Musicians. And on Instagram, NSO_musicians. We're always posting new content, photos, videos, all the things we've been up to while we've been in lockdown mode and unable to perform at the Kennedy Center. But we've been very busy from within our homes, preparing all kinds of interesting videos and playing chamber music with each other remotely, virtually. And we have a lot of orchestra videos up as well, where each person records their part. We send it off to our principal trumpet player, Billy Gerlach, and he magically puts us all together. It looks like a most amazing Zoom call, little boxes of us, and he puts it all together, and it's just an amazing visual and sonic experience. So please check those out. And our latest orchestra video is actually a tribute to our 2020 graduates, more specifically our youth fellowship students that have just graduated from high school and are going off to start their journey in the real world. And we're all playing Pomp and Circumstance. We're playing for them, but we're also playing with them. Our 2020 graduates also sent in videos. So when you watch this little video that was put together, you'll see the members of the orchestra, and you'll also see these students donning their caps and gowns. It's really very touching, and it's always great to hear Pomp and Circumstance. And so what greater way to transition into our next artist, who is a youth fellowship student herself. She's actually a rising senior, so she just finished her junior year of high school, and she is a horn student of James Nickel. Now, you may all remember James because he was our very first guest on our very first NSO at Home live show. And we've got James joining us here tonight. So let's head over to James' house right now.
Hey, Marissa.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
Good
You're
to see
back.
you again. Yeah, and it's much less stressful this way.
Really? And I like the teddy bear in the background. Very sweet.
Oh,
Very
oh
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you
You
have a
guys
teddy
were
bear in the background?
amazing. Thank you so much
you.
for being our guinea pigs and the very first, you guys set the tone, you set the bar very high because you guys were amazing. Your
Oh,
wife
that's
and
very sweet.
your 2 kids were with us, and it was such a fun evening and such a great way to kick off the show. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
And great to have you back. Tell everybody a little bit about the Youth Fellowship Program because you are an active teacher in the program.
Yeah, I've had a number of students in the program. The program, you have to audition for the program, and the auditions usually take place in June, July time. Obviously, this year is going to be different, so the auditions are going to be in August. But the students have to audition, and we choose, the ones that are the most promising. And usually it's like 9th through 12th graders that get into the program. I've had some students as young as 7th grade get into the program. It's an amazing program because through the Kennedy Center, it's a full scholarship program. The Kennedy Center covers their lessons. They play chamber music. They do side-by-sides with us, as you know, on stage. They also attend a lot of our concerts. It's just a pretty incredible program. And actually, we even have a few alumni in the NSO right now. We have at least 3 that I can think of off the top of my head: Jennifer Kim, Ben Scott, and also Rachel. And so
Rachel Young.
Rachel Young.
Yeah.
Answer Young. Yeah. Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
there, in addition, there are many alumni across the country. Like even the newly appointed principal hornist of the Cleveland Orchestra is a youth fellow alumni, and I believe the second flutist in Philadelphia Orchestra, who just won the position a couple of years ago, is also a pretty recent youth fellow alumni.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's always fantastic when we have them do it the side by sides. They're so talented, and we see them. They also come to our rehearsals and watch from up in the wings, and it's just great to see them so engaged and really doing terrific things.
Yes.
So you have been Rachel Smith-Cohen's teacher for how long now?
I've been working with Rachel for the past year. She
Uh-huh.
started with me in September.
Yeah.
This past year, and she's been fantastic to work with. Rachel's the kind of student that never shies away from the amount of work that I heap on her. And I'm sorry, I actually have a kitten playing at my feet here. That might be a good transition. It keeps hitting me in the toes here. A good transition from last week's concert with Sue Heineman, because we actually adopted. His name's Howie. We adopted him from Sue Heineman. Maybe someone can kitten me here, and here comes the kitten.
Yeah, we need a kitten view.
Okay,
Sure.
well, Jonathan has a kitten.
Oh
So
my God.
This is Howie. He's
Fantastic.
9 weeks old now.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Thank you, Sue, for taking such amazing care of him.
I
He's
know.
very
it's
playful
amazing.
right now. He's all over. He's all over the carpet right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're very excited to hear Rachel and to hear all that you've taught her.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to head over to Rachel's house right now.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Great to see you and Ethan.
Oh, can you hear us?
Muted. I'm sorry. Nice to see you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. No, we're so thrilled. Now, Rachel, you are going to be a senior.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to your school in case your friends are watching.
Yeah, Sherwood High School.
Sherwood High School. Fantastic. And I know that you're also active in Brass of Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yep. So
actually-
Sylvia Alameda, Sylvia Alameda was a member of the National Symphony for a very long time. She was a horn player. She's retired now, and she directs this wonderful program. You guys do what, like 4 concerts a year? Well, on a year when there's not a pandemic.
More than that, we went on tour actually, so we had
Wow.
plenty of performances throughout that. It was a over the weekend tour, and then we were supposed to have another concert rep for like a couple months, but that just got completely canceled. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
sorry.
it's a terrific program. I mean, you guys are all, it's tuition free, right? And you all study very intensively, especially for those of you who want to go on and pursue a career in music. I mean, it's a really great launching pad for that. I know you guys do some really terrific stuff.
Yeah.
So,
it was a great teacher.
yeah. And you're also in a youth orchestra, right?
Yes, NCYO, Maryland Classical.
Yeah. So you're a busy lady.
Yes, and then of course the brass quintet for the youth fellowship program.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's so great. And you're joined by your brother Ethan, who is in college. You go to Oberlin College.
Yep.
Yeah. But you're not a piano major, even though you are a fantastic pianist. You are a biochemistry major. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep. Spend a lot of time in the lab.
Wow. But you also spend some time in musical theater. Is that right?
Yep. I'm on the board of directors for the student-run musical theater program at Oberlin and have music directed a couple shows myself.
That's fantastic. Are any of your favorites in particular?
Well, I mean, the one that I'm working on is always my most favorite at the time.
Yeah.
Most recently, we were working on Oklahoma, but that got cut off sadly. The time before that was Pippin, which is just a really fun show to be working on. So
Yeah. That's terrific. So you're busy in the lab and out of the lab. You guys are both busy.
oh yeah.
Yes.
And then I know that Rachel kept you busy because you came home from school and then she made you learn this Beethoven, right?
Oh yeah, like got home from school and she was like, James is making me learn this piece. Here's the music, and I'm like, all right.
She's cracking the whip. I love it. Well, I'm sure your parents are so proud of you both, and it must be so great for them to hear you playing music together. And I can't wait for everyone else to hear you playing your music together. So let's hear this first movement of this Beethoven Horn Sonata. Take it away.
Thank you.
fabulous. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Ethan. It's always so inspiring to hear the next generation of musicians coming up and just your energy and your passion, and it's just fantastic. So thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we wish them both the best of luck as they move ahead in life. And I'm very excited to see all the amazing things that they both do. In case you want to find out more about the Youth Fellowship Program, it did flash up on your screen. It's a lot to digest, but you go to kennedy-center.org/NSO, and then you click on education, and then you go into career development, and there is information about that wonderful program that we have through the National Symphony Orchestra Education Department. It's just really, I can't give it enough praise. It's that really amazing for all of us to see these young people coming in to be with us and to just explore their passion for music. So next week we will be back again, same time, 7 o'clock. So this is next Sunday, the 21st, which happens to be Father's Day. So that'll be exciting. And we will be featuring one of our wonderful cellists from the orchestra, Steve Honigberg. He will be also joined by some members of his family. And our Youth Fellowship Student of the Day will be Corinne Foley. She's an oboe student of Jamie Roberts. So please come back next week for Steve and family and to hear Corinne play as well. So we're very excited for that. And now we're going to head back to Lisa's house for a piece very beautiful, very different from the Crumb. She will not be playing on the inside of the piano, I don't think, for this one. So let's head back to Lisa's house.
Hi, Marissa.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Did you dust off the inside of the piano? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I dusted it.
Okay. Really, it was so amazing to watch. You are, in addition to everything that you do with the symphony and your teaching, you are also an artist for Steinway, and you record, especially for Spirio Steinway, which for people that aren't familiar with the Spirio, it's like this state-of-the-art player piano, right?
Right. It's really a high resolution player piano. It's pretty amazing. It allows for a huge repertoire of music and videos, and they update it monthly, and owners can listen and watch in their own home. And it's kind of perfect for this pandemic, isn't it?
It really is. And I actually looked at the website. I was curious, and I know it like even comes with an iPad. They throw that in for free.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes,
For
they
free.
do.
I say for free after
you can-
thousands of dollars, but whatever.
You can access videos and, mirror them on your big screen TV and sit with your glass of wine. And, yeah.
Yeah. So you record something, and then it's in the piano, and then people can bring it home. And if I bought one of these pianos, I could hear Lisa in my living room. Is that correct?
You could. I've recorded up in New York these Respighi beautiful 3 preludes on a Gregorian melody and Gregorian melodies. And yes, I mean, if you wanted to do it yourself, you'd have to buy a Spirio that was it's called the Spirio R. But the regular Spirio, everything's done up in New York, and with the push of the button, then it goes to the piano.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so if you tune into our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channels for the NSO musicians, there are these 2 great videos of Lisa recording on these pianos. So you see her like recording, and then it plays back. You did the Rite of Spring, which is amazing because you see the lower half of the piano is playing,
doing the
by
chords,
itself, right? Yeah. And then you're playing the top part of the keyboard. So it's like you're playing a duet with yourself, but it's like the ghost hands down low, which is amazing.
It's not easy to play with me. I don't know. I was not my best partner, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I love the Rite of Spring, but my favorite one was you did the theme music to that great sitcom, Will and Grace.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not easy.
It's not easy,
but it's really
fun.
Yeah,
it's a killer piano part. So that was a lot of fun. So if you go onto YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you'll see those videos of Lisa working her magic with the player pianos. But you recorded these. You're going to play one movement of this Respighi Gregorian chants that you
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I was really happy that Steinway wanted to include Respighi in the collection, because I really think it's underperformed. It's a beautiful work. Respighi was I don't know, his wife, I guess. His wife had a degree in Gregorian chant, of all things. And so she used to sing to him these Gregorian melodies. So he was inspired to write these beautiful pieces.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect way to end tonight. It's just very mellow. We're all gonna like chill out, relax, listen to some beautiful Respighi. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being with us tonight. It's just been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Rachel and Ethan, for just a lovely evening of varied program, a lot of very different music, all beautifully played. So thank you all for being here. Want to remind you again, next Sunday, 7 o'clock, we'll be joined by cellist Steve Honigberg and some members of his family, and by Youth Fellowship student Corinne Foley on the oboe. So please join us next Sunday at 7. I want to thank, before we go tonight, I got to thank our fearless producers, Bob Reardon and Jamie Roberts. I want to thank Dave Murray, who helps us so much with the programs. I want to thank Thomas Baker, who has done all the beautiful artwork for this series. And I got to do a shout out to Sophie Edwards, my daughter, who every week comes and sets up the lights, the camera, the tripod, gets everything ready for me. Couldn't do it without her, couldn't do it without Bob, Jamie, Thomas, and Dave. And we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for tuning in and for spreading the word. We look forward to seeing you next week. Have a terrific week. Good night.